is everything.
Shake up a martini, pull up a chair, and let's go thrifting. This is Mid-Century Wasted.
Full moon, late drive by the ocean, hot summer night. No plans, our hands out the windows, freedom in our eyes. And it feels like I found a piece of heaven riding shotgun next to you. Never thought that this wild heart would ever stop looking for something new. Then you came and that'll change, 'cause I'll never get bored of you. Sunshine, cloud nine, when you're smiling got me mesmerized every time. In my life, always looking for adventure, now I wanna explore your mind. And it feels like I found a piece of heaven riding shotgun next to you. Never thought that this wild heart would ever stop looking for something new.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Mid-Century Wasted.
I'm Blake, and that's Jamie.
Did you want to do it?
No.
So we just ditched the kids with the grandparents. We're up in Oregon, and my parents live in Bend. So we've been up there for a couple weeks now, and we broke free. And the kids stayed with the grandparents, and now we're working our way over to the coast, going on a little
Back to sea level.
anniversary adventure. Right now we're in Springfield, and we're coming through Springfield and Eugene on our way to the coast because we know there's a really good antique mall here that we've been to before. But before we go there, we saw there's a St. Vinnys, a St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. So we're gonna go into that first and check it out.
Never thought that this wild heart would ever stop looking for something new.
It's a peacock chair, baby bassinet. Never seen anything like that. Do not put children in basket. Well, yeah. Wow.
Looking for something new. Then you came and that'll change, 'cause I'll never get bored of you. Years by and we're dancing in the kitchen while you're singing your song to me. Don't know how, but I love you even deeper. I'm still singing your harmony.
Already one aisle into the store, and I am super impressed at how much vintage stuff there is on these shelves. This set of 8 Tiffin Franciscan Madeira mugs was very tempting. If it was maybe in a different color, I probably would have picked those up. This Japanese tea set was absolutely beautiful. The teapot was $5.99, and each little glass was 99 cents. I think we were looking at maybe $12 for the whole set. The pottery glaze was beautiful, and I went back and forth with this for a really long time, but ultimately I decided to leave it behind. These vintage rooster dishes were so cute to me. The plates were Brock of California and the bowl was Vernon ware. I did end up buying these. So they were only $1.99 a piece. They don't sell for a super lot of money, but it's a fun little thing to bring to a live sale, and I know people do collect roosters, and they were just in such perfect condition that I just couldn't resist, and I went ahead and bought them. They have a lot of records here.
I know they do.
Oh my gosh.
I had I was gonna get this. This Bell Pontillo at Carnegie, but the records aren't the best shape, so but there might be some good ones in here.
What are the prices?
$2.99.
Oh, records $2.99. That's not bad.
Great, but it's not too bad.
We gotta get a cart. I need to get some stuff.
I got all these living stereos, but I'm not sure about the Chet Atkins ones. But a lot of them are in sleeves.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any ideas on what this might be? I was thinking maybe a napkin holder. What do you think? These salt and pepper shakers said that they were a souvenir of Bass Lake, California. That happens to be a place that I went on vacation as a kid every summer. So I thought that was a good omen for the rest of the shopping trip. They had a ton of silver plate here, as you could see in that last little video. And when I looked at the top shelf, I saw this amazing aluminum cake plate made by West Bend. It was only $9.99. It's one of those kind that has the little cover on it and the cute graphic. But unfortunately, it was just too dented up and I had to leave it back behind. I don't think that this lamp was vintage necessarily, but I thought it looked like the Flatiron Building in New York. Do you know which one I'm talking about? Okay, who remembers these moving picture light waterfall artwork things from like the 70s and 80s? And I always dig through the candles to see if they have any lucite candles, but not today, not today. I absolutely would have gotten this decanter if it had its stopper. You could see around the rim on the inside that it was ground down and meant to have a stopper, but it was just missing, unfortunately. So much treasure craft in this store. This was kind of an unbelievable find. You never really see all of them together. They were only $3 to $4 each. We had tea, coffee, flour, and sugar, and they were all really in good shape. But oh, I just couldn't bring myself to buy something this huge and bulky on the very first day of our trip. I did pick up this cute little studio pottery piece at a much more reasonable size and easier to manage and bring home. I think this little piece is very lovely. It's cute. It will look great in a variety of decorating scenarios, and it was a pretty easy purchase for me. It was stamped on the bottom with an R and no other signature. I just love the little size of it. I think it's a perfect little accent piece. Well, this was definitely new for me. I have never seen this many flower frogs in a thrift store before. I usually only find them at estate sales. And of course, you know, I had to go straight for this interesting shaped drip glaze, turquoise, and green pottery. This had a lot of check marks on my mental checklist of things that I like. It was $7.99, so it was a little on the high end for a thrift store, but I had to buy it. You know I did. The color alone, it's my color. I just had to do it. It seems to be a hobbyist piece, probably, but it's very well done. There was no big chips or cracks or problems to it, and I think it's gonna look great, maybe even in my house. The next thing I found was this adorable little toothpick holder. At least I believe that's what it is. It is Native American pottery, and it was $1.99. I loved the color of it. That's what was drawing me to it in the first place. But then when I looked up the name and the tribe on the bottom, I realized that this was actually something that was a little bit unique, and they didn't all have this coloring. So I'm really glad that I picked it up. I thought this Native American pottery was such a unique shape, and I really loved it. I was scratching off this little schmutz here, and it did come off, so I was like, okay, it's still good. But the problem was it was $14.99, and I just don't know enough about Native American pottery to know if that was a good value or not, so I left it behind for now. Stay tuned to see what happened with it. I also dug out this interesting wood shelf, and I was really excited about it until I noticed that it was broken, so that stayed there too. I wasn't sure if my eyes were deceiving me or what, but isn't this in Poli for $3.99 at a thrift store? Why is it still sitting here? That's what had me so confused. I'm feeling around for problems, breaks, cracks, chips. Like, why is it still here? Well, I guess I have to get it, right? So here it is. It's a beautiful amber color, but it's really more of a honey color. It has the optic pattern to the glass, the twisted base, the ruffled top. It has all of the makings of being an Empoli. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, it was a great deal. I really liked this platter and its Scandinavian design, but upon further inspection, the little speckles on the edge didn't look like they would come off, so I had to leave it. This might be one of my favorite finds from this entire shopping trip. This little pink girl planter from Inarco went into my cart. Yes, I brought her home. She's in very, very good condition. I was so surprised to see something like this, again, at a thrift store. We just don't really get a lot of this kind of stuff at my thrift stores here in Southern California. She's in very good condition, like I said. She's got a little bit of crazing, but no big chips or cracks or anything like that. No repairs, and she's really clean, so I was so excited to get her. Unfortunately, the strawberry jam jar was chipped, so that's why I put that back. This little sweetheart had googly eyes, so you know I had to put him in my basket. However, don't get too excited because I found another one and I saw that its arm was repaired. I decided not to get them and I put them together on the shelf so that they could live together with somebody who was willing to overlook the repair. One of my goals on this trip was to pick up more pottery. When I saw that this one was signed on the bottom, I thought I had a winner, and I did take this one home. I still have not yet been able to identify the artist of this one, so if you recognize this artwork or the signature on the bottom, please leave me a comment in the comment section and help me out. Let me know if you know who this is. Maybe Gloria? I just really don't know. But the fun thing about this is look at how good it goes with the other piece of pottery I found at the same thrift store. I love when I compare things together like this, and finding them in the same spot makes it even better. The label on the bottom of this Donald Duck baby planter was smeared, so I couldn't totally see what it said, but it had what looked like an old phone number, possibly a foreign number on the bottom. And I just thought it was cool and cute, and at that price I decided to go ahead and get him. I'm still doing research and I don't have any information on him yet, but if anybody happens to have any leads, let me know. Yes, of course, I picked up this darling whale. It was $2.99. It had some significant crazing all over. I thought it was forgivable. This is for cotton balls, you guys. You would put cotton balls in the bottom and then pull it out of the spout on the top of his head. I couldn't make out this sticker on the bottom. It was just too far gone. And it did have a little chip on the back of its tail, but it was on the back side and I kind of didn't care because he's so cute. Let me know down below if this is something I should have looked harder at or maybe looked up in the store. It had gold flecks in it, like it may have been Murano maybe, but I don't know anything about this. So let me know if I passed up something really good. Look at this old exercise bike. It's a Schwinn. Have you guys heard that the farmer's market style of decorating is really trendy right now? That was the main reason I picked this up. It is a Sirocco, one of those plastic sort of 3D art things, MCM LXXV. That's 1975 for those of you who can't do the Roman numerals. Of course, they had a lot of cool furniture at this place too. Look at this old radio. At first I was like, is this even real? But then I saw that it had a lot of damage. And look at the old dials. I believe these were Bakelite, and unfortunately it was in really bad shape. Everything was kind of cracked and bad. Still cool. Here at the end of the trip is when I realized there's a color tag sale. So I had to go back and look at my cart one more time and reevaluate things. And I even went back to grab something that I left behind because it was half off.
Well, that was wonderful. Yeah. That was amazing. Blake got 12 records. When was the last time you got 12 records at a thrift store?
It's been a long time.
Like, never, I want to say. At one store?
Yeah, not one store.
That's crazy.
I wish they were like, if they were like $2, I'd be a lot happier, but I think
they were $3.
Still a lot, a little bit, you know. Come on.
I think it was pretty great.
Whole run of Joan Baez, all the 70s stuff, live in concert part 1, part 2.
A run on Joan Baez, huh?
It was like a whole collection of the stuff, and all the records were like mint.
That's great.
Yeah, or near mint, not mint. It's like sealed, but
okay.
Near mint, VG plus, you know, super happy.
You're saying that they were very good.
Yeah, there were some jazz records in there. I saw like Duke Ellington Indigos, which is a 6i Columbia, which was really nice. But it was kind of scratched up. So I was like, oh, darn. But
it was scratched up?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh.
It was in good enough shape. Some of them were out of sleeves. So that's kind of sometimes I don't really like to give it a chance because it's out of a sleeve, but
are we ever gonna make a left-hand turn out of this parking lot?
Maybe.
Well, I feel like I scored big time. So much cool vintage stuff. Halfway through, or not even halfway, at the end, I realized that there were like colors of the week. So most of the stuff that I had already pulled was either 25 or 50% off. And then when I saw that, I went back and I got that Native American pottery vase that I was looking at because I didn't want to pay $15, but I would pay $7.50. So, yay. That was just like really, really good. Lots of pottery. I got some glass. I got like an Empoli glass vase thing. And yeah, it was just really, really good. So, onward. We're going to another thrift store and then the antique mall. Going into a Goodwill.
Tell me you're in Oregon without telling me. If you didn't know, Oregon has a huge craft beer following. This pair of mugs marked Mug People on the bottom was the first thing I decided to actually buy at this particular Goodwill. I was kind of striking out until now, but I thought that these were completely adorable. I love the way their little hands interlock. Look at how cute these are. I love their anthropomorphic faces. I love the way that the arms, like I said, lock in with each other. They are marked Mug People Fine Porcelain by Papel in Los Angeles. I've never really heard of this company before, but they're in perfect condition. They were only 99 cents each, and I'm thrilled to have them. Back in the store, I was looking at this end cap of items, and I almost walked by when something interesting caught my eye. Yes, it's an Empoli Genie bottle decanter. Unfortunately, as you can see at the top there, it's missing its stopper. It was only $6.99. That would have been an amazing get if it had its stopper. Let me know in the comments below if you still would have picked that up, even though it was missing its stopper. This Los Angeles Potteries Flamingo Pond is really awesome. It would have had flamingo figurines that stand in the center. Unfortunately, I was about to get it, and I noticed this sort of hidden crack with a bunch of chips right in the little crevice. So sadly, I had to put it back. This beautiful green piece was really, really pretty, but unfortunately it was missing a stopper. I could tell it was ground down inside the rim, so it was supposed to have a stopper originally. I did really love this pottery piece. Like I said, I'm looking to pick up more pottery on this trip. It was signed Madonna, and I couldn't find anything about it online. So for $9.99, I left it behind, but I'm kind of having some regrets re-looking at this video because it was shaped so cool. This carved wood set was quite unique and interesting looking. They were $4.99 each, and they were made out of that hard foam material, and then they were carved out of that and painted. They were made to look like knights, I think, something like that. It definitely was mid-century, but not exactly the kind of mid-century I tend to look for. Here I am once again putting like things next to each other because I just can't help myself. Yellow's 75% off, right?
I don't know.
Red was 50. At least this time I remembered to look for what the discounts were when we walked in the store. Of course, I can't remember what they are as we're shopping, but hey, it's better than the last store. That's what I thought. I guess my memory wasn't as bad as I thought. I am looking for more little display shelves and cabinets and things like this for my miniature collection that I have started. Unfortunately, this one I decided to leave behind because it was just a little too rustic and country for my taste. No dip bowl. $9.99.
This is all it is stuff though.
Yep. It's just the one bowl.
I'm sure I have that.
It's not. It is. Here I'm inspecting a set of California Mission glasses. They were obviously vintage, they had the good gold and black pattern to them, but unfortunately they were all in kind of really bad condition. The gold was just too worn away on all of them. I do like the subject matter being from California and they are vintage, but oh, I decided to just leave them behind. Besides, most of them were repeats. There was a lot of Santa Barbara Mission and a couple of San Juan Capistrano, so it wasn't like it was a whole set anyway. These are the Whitehall water tumblers. These are really popular, and I know that people try to collect a whole rainbow because they come in lots of different colors. I decided to pick these up despite their kind of hefty price tags. The amber ones were marked $2.99 each, and for some inexplicable reason, the green ones marked $4.99, which I didn't know until I purchased them. I just assumed that one was also $2.99, but I was wrong. But I went ahead and I picked these up because I know they are collectible, they're very good quality, and maybe I'll want to start creating my own rainbow. I was striking out so hard at this store anyway, I just really wanted to just buy something. Okay, who else loves a big jar filled with a bunch of little things? I was so excited when I saw this, but after looking at it, it was $6.99. I decided I really didn't see anything in there that looked interesting and worth buying, so I decided to leave it. I think this owl's face is pretty much indicative of how I felt this entire Goodwill trip. Just kind of like, where is everything? Everything was either broken or messed up or too expensive in some way. I did like these glasses too. I went to check them out, but pretty much all of them had big chunks and chips out of them. And unfortunately, it just wasn't a good fit for me. So that was the entire shopping trip at this Goodwill in Springfield, Oregon. As you can see, these were the only items that I picked up there. So if you're comparing the two thrift stores, the Goodwill or the St. Vincent de Paul, I think there's a clear winner. We're going to have to say that St. Vinnys is going to take this one. Here's a little reminder of all the stuff I got there. That's all for this video, but next up, we are still going to be in Springfield, and we're going to do another little battle head-to-head contest of which antique store is better. So stay tuned for that. You're not going to want to miss it. I found some amazing things at the next two stops. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and thanks so much for watching.